If you feel like your student loan debts are holding you back, you're not alone. In fact, 44.2 million Americans have student loan debt. You might be wondering if you're ever going to get out from underneath your student loan debts. The good news is you can with a plan. After our conversation today, you'll have a 4-step strategy to pay back your student loan debts. My name is Andrew Finney, your real estate geek. If you need help finding a top agent where you live, or if you simply want to drop me a line to say hello, my contact info is below. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel now, like this video, and tap the bell icon to get notified of the next one. Okay team, let's take a closer look at this. In real estate practice, I've worked with a lot of families that have student loans. Some of those student loans have ranged from as little as $5,000, and the highest one that I've seen somebody get approved to buy a home with was actually $200,000 of student loans. Here's the reality. A lot of first-time homebuyers will spend somewhere between $200,000 and $250,000 on their first home. Sometimes they might spend a little bit more depending on their financial capabilities. But with $200,000 of student loan debt, if that's your case, that's a lot of money. It doesn't matter whether you owe $1,000, it doesn't matter if you owe $300,000. Having a debt payoff strategy is critically important. And what really gets me thinking about this is the fact that with a mortgage, you have different options. You can carry a 5-year, a 15, and even a 30-year, and you have the option to refinance. Yet with student loan debts, they normally want you to pay them off in like 10 years. So it's like, how are you going to do that and still be able to live, right? So let's go ahead and talk about the steps that you can take right now to get started and take a proactive stance on paying off your student loan debts. The first thing is to know what you owe. Now, this is particularly relevant if you're carrying federal student loans. You can actually look up your student loan debts in detail on the National Student Loan Debt System. The link is down below for your convenience. Now, you might be wondering, well, Andrew, what if I don't have federal loans? What if mine are private loans? And that's a great point. If you have private loans, what you can do to track them down is go to your credit report. On your credit report, once you track them down, who those loan providers are, you want to notate what the balance is, the interest rate, the minimum monthly payments, when you need to start making payments, and who are you going to be paying these debts back to. Once you know exactly how much you owe, whether it's from your federal loans, private loans, or even a combination of both, now we can form a game plan moving forward to pay off your student loans. The second step is to consider your repayment options. After you collect all the information and you know exactly how much money that you owe on your student loans, you'll be able to determine if you can realistically afford the minimum payment or not. What you don't want to do is miss or fall behind, because it can hurt your credit and over the long term can lead to a default on those student loans, which can come with major life repercussions. Not just major repercussions, life repercussions, because you'll have to dig your way out over time to get to a point where you can buy a home if you default. So let's keep you from defaulting. And the other realities of a default is your wages could be garnished or your tax refunds could be withheld. So if the reality of your situation is that you're not able to afford the monthly minimum payments on your student loans, don't skip the payments. Consider your alternatives closely. Federal student loans offer the most flexibility, with options ranging from deferment to income-based repayment to even forgiveness. To learn more about these programs and whether you're going to be able to qualify for them, please visit studentaid.ed.gov/SA. Of course, that link is down below for your convenience. Please get on it and see what's going on and see what kind of program is going to be better suited for you than the standard 10-year repayment plan. Another consideration is if you do have federal and private loans with high interest rates, you might be able to get a better shake on it if you refinance those loans. Now, you always want to be very careful and weigh out all the options and know what the pros and cons of any kind of refinance are. One of the benefits of refinancing your student loans would obviously be if you had like 5 loans, right? If you refinanced it into 1 loan, then 4 of them got paid off. Now you just owe 1 creditor moving forward that you're going to be paying for. And that might sound favorable to you and it's something that you're interested in. So if that option is right for you, then more than likely that lender is going to be looking to ensure that you have a stable job and good credit. You should also, again, weigh the pros and cons out of each option. Understand which option is right for you and consider them closely. The third step is to build student loan repayment into your monthly budget. Once you've organized all of your debts and consider all of your options, it's time to start the actual repayment process and initiate your game plan. Rather than trying to squeeze everything into your monthly budget, you have to take a closer look at what's actually going on with your monthly finances. When you're considering your monthly finances, why not work it backwards from how much money you owe on a monthly basis and then determine how much you can realistically afford for your monthly housing, your entertainment budget, or anything else that you're saving for. It's really important to get clear on this and be very proactive if you really wish to pay off your student loan debt. After determining your budget, break it down and see if you have any excess money. If you have excess money available, maybe even $50 or $100 extra a month, consider making more than a minimum payment each month, and it'll help you get to a zero balance and achieve debt freedom sooner and quicker. You can do this. You've went to college, you've got your degree, and you're extremely bright, and you can get this done. If you apply your mind and you apply yourself to it, there's nothing holding you back in this life, not even your student loan debt. You'll be able to move forward once you get this debt monkey off your back. You're going to feel great about yourself, and you'll be ready to tackle any challenge life has during your journey to becoming the best that you can possibly be, because you know you're a rock star and you know what you're capable of whenever you put your mind to task. Now, there's going to be some trade-offs here. Let's just be real. You're going to have to skip some of those lattes. You're going to have have to skip some of those nights out with your friends to repay your student loans. Here's the deal. You're going to feel a lot better about yourself, and you're going to feel really darn good when you're achieving debt freedom, and you might even have some extra money in savings as a result of your monthly budgeting plan. Getting clear about your monthly budget and what you realistically need to pay off your debt and how much you realistically need to live on, then using the excess to save for a major life event. Let's say that you plan on getting married someday or buying a house. You can go ahead and start saving for that. Now, if you want to plan for your retirement, save for that. At the same time, make sure that you're planning out what's best for you. Now, be real with yourself, because you also have to plan for any unforeseen expenses. Maybe your car goes out, you need a new car. Maybe you get sick, unfortunately, and you have medical bills. We don't want to see you sick, and hopefully that doesn't happen to you. At the same time, it's a reality that we do have to plan for and prepare for from our emergency budget. Once you pay down your student loan debts, it's not like you can just borrow back the money, right? So you need to make sure that you consider your options wisely and what's best for you, and do what's most comfortable to you with a realistic payoff schedule moving forward with repaying your student loans. The fourth step is to stick with your plan. Sticking with your plan is pretty simple if you're celebrating your successes and giving yourself a reward. Now, you might be wondering, well, does that reward mean I get to go buy a new car? Does that reward mean that I get to go buy a house? Or what is that case, right? So be real with yourself and celebrate the small monthly success of paying your debts. So when you make your monthly payment on your student loans, why not treat yourself to something that you really enjoy doing? That could be a hot shower, it could be a hot bath, it could be going for a small road trip and back. Again, don't splurge, don't get off track, but make sure that you're giving yourself some type of reward that's unique to you. It could even come in the form of just binge watching your favorite television shows. The ultimate goal here is your debt freedom, and when you have the debt freedom, let me tell you, it's going to feel really darn good, and you're going to be very inspired and ready for anything in your path moving forward, because you know that you just paid off your student loan debts. Using this 4-step strategy will help you achieve debt freedom from your student loans. It's up to you what you choose to do. To better help you with that, check out the best strategies to pay off debt and 4 apps that you can use to help you save more money. If you haven't already done so, tap the subscribe icon now, share this video with somebody else that you know that can use it, and let's keep filling your day full of love, wealth, abundance, and happiness.